Hey, it's 2025, and just in case you ain't know, common mental health is on a decline, especially for college students. There's a lot of stress that goes into being a college student, whether that is the actual coursework, picking what major you want, managing finances, paying off student loans or paying off college. What if you ain't get loans? Like, there's a lot of stress that comes with being a college student. You may be a student athlete. You may be working a job. You may have a family. There's a lot of things that go into it. So in this video, I got 7 proven techniques to help manage your mental health as a college student. And I'm gonna answer y'all questions along the way. So without further ado, baby, let's get into the video. The first tip we have is journaling. It helps you manage your thoughts and clarity. We have long days. And a lot of times these days pile up into months, which piles up into years. How much time are we spending processing what happened today? What happened? You need to be able to spend some time at the end of your day to just be able to journal what happened that day, being able to process what has happened in your day, because those days add up. And sometimes in college, the days blend in with the last. You're not sure what day it is today, because you feel like this happened today, this happened yesterday. That's why you need a journal. That's why you need that daily reset of being able to write things down, process things, and see how you feel. Because if you're not journaling at the end of your day, a lot of times you'll become cloudy-minded because you're not spending time to just think. And that's what we don't do. We don't spend time thinking. At the end of the night, we might spend time on TikTok and things like that. So that's why it's so important to just spend some time to ourselves at the end of the day to journal. I know y'all don't want me to say it, but you gotta make sure you get in your sleep. Sleep is directly linked to focus, memory, and reducing stress. A lot of times in college, we catch ourselves staying up late, being out doing what we gotta do, whether that's homework, partying, writing essays, working. We catch ourselves being up late, waking up early or whatever time we wake up, and we don't get the sleep that we need. But you need to be able to prioritize 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours. I said 8. You need 8 hours of sleep every single night. If you don't, it's hard to focus. It's hard. I know you sit there sometimes. It is hard to write that essay. A lot of times you'll spend so much time writing that essay because you're mentally drained, or you're mentally not there, or you can't focus, or your memory ain't right because you ain't get your 8 hours. And that time adds up. You have a week where you sleep deprived and it keeps adding up. You'll keep adding up to the burnout, to a point to where you are unrecognizable to yourself. And that's why it is important to really make sure that we give our mind, our body, that time that it so desperately needs to rest. Regular exercise, right? 15 minutes a day at least, man. Go to that rec. I know you got a rec there. Walking to class ain't enough exercise. You guys need to get up, get active, immerse yourself in a sport. I've actually, at my grown age, I'm past college now, but I do boxing. I do boxing and I play basketball. I do boxing once a week. I do like the training and things like that. And I'm playing basketball 3-4 times a week. I'm playing with my guys that I work with, man. We having fun, man. We hooping, man. So make sure that you staying active, and whatever you doing, man, whether that's going, you don't even got to go to the gym. But you do got a rec. You should go to the rec. You should pop in there every once in a while. But getting 15 minutes of daily exercise is what you need, because when you're working out, you're able to live in the present moment. You're able to get out of your head. You're able to get out of your thoughts and just push yourself. And that pushing yourself in the gym and that physical activity is also building up discipline, but it's also giving you a break, man. We need breaks from everything that we do. And I understand that sometimes it may be hard to schedule the gym, but prioritize the gym before you prioritize this other stuff. Put the gym first, meaning your first thing you might do in the day from 6 to 7 p.m. might be the gym. Might be just going outside and stretching, doing some yoga. I'm not saying you got to go to the gym and run. I'm saying do some yoga. I'm saying stretch your body for 15 minutes a day. You can sit inside your dorm room and do some stretches. Do a 10, 15-minute full body yoga stretch, whatever you want to do. All this stuff is on YouTube. Everything that you need to do a workout is on YouTube. You do not need to go to the gym, but stay active. That's my message. Stay active for 15 minutes a day. I did not know mindfulness existed before college, but let me tell you, oh boy, when you catch yourself overthinking in your head constantly, and you go to YouTube, YouTube has all the answers, mindfulness, meditation, or just staying in the present moment. I'm going to teach you guys a quick little breathing technique. Go ahead, stop yourself right now. I want you to breathe in 3 seconds through your nose. Hold for 3 seconds, and breathe out for 3 seconds. That's mindfulness. I want you to focus on that breath as it comes in through your nose. Feel it in your body and feel it come out, right? And that's mindfulness, being able to live in the present moment, being able to escape those thoughts and live in the now, the only time that is truly here. Escaping our thoughts to just come right now. Another breathing technique you can do is the 3-6-7. The longer you can hold in your breath and the longer you can prolong the breathing out process, the more calming effects you will see and be able to stop yourself and not just one deep breath. Sometimes you need to immerse yourself in a few minutes of deep breathing. You might catch yourself too irritable, or it might be too much. You just might be, I got too much going on. But that is why you really need to do it, because you have so much going on, because you can't do it because you're so irritable. And you need to just stop yourself and just do it. And just do it. Have the discipline to at least deep breathe for 2 minutes to try it out. And you want to build up consistency with it, but you need mindfulness. Another thing is looking up 10-minute mindfulness guided meditations on YouTube. That is real therapy advice. Using these guided meditations that are already here on the internet for us to use. Every single time you say yes to someone else, you say no to yourself. And a lot of times our friends want us to attend these events, or we might want to go out, or they might want our time, or things like that. But sometimes you got to say no to certain things. You got to say no to that party. You got to say no to helping your friend move out that dorm. Because when you say yes to these things, you're saying no to yourself in other aspects. Because your time that you spend doing these things adds up. That's why we need boundaries. We need to be able to say no. And sometimes it's hard for us to say no because we can't justify saying no. But here's how you justify saying no. You don't have to. You don't have to justify yourself. You don't have to explain yourself. What you say is what you say. And if you want to provide an explanation, you can. But you don't owe nobody nothing, because you look up and you keep giving other people your time. You keep saying yes to every single thing. And you look up and your time for yourself is gone. So put yourself over others. You can't help others if you can't help yourself. You need to pour into your cup before you pour into others. You need to be selfish before you be selfless. And let me explain that. You need to be selfish before you become selfless. Right now, I got to be selfish with my time. I got to be selfish with my money so I can be selfless later on. I got goals and aspirations to put my family in a house. I can't do that if I can't build my wealth. And how I build my wealth is I need my time. I need my Saturdays. I need my Sundays. I need my evenings. I can't say yes to everything. I can't go to everything. I can't spend my money on everything. People want me to go to Summer Smash. People want me to go to all these different events and things like that. No, 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 no. So I can say yes later. It's delayed gratification. If I can't afford it now, which I can, but if I can't afford it now, it's going to block me from my dreams. Every single time I spend $200-$300 on an event, $200-$300 on a weekend, it's setting me back. So I have to say no to say yes. I have to be selfish to be selfless. We are social beings. You need your social support. You need your friends. You need your clubs. You need your group, whether you're pod, whatever. But talk to people, communicate, socialize. They have the same things going on that you got going on. They feel the same way that you do. They got the anxieties that you do. There's somebody out there that feels similar. Or there's somebody out there that you might be able to relate to. It might not be the same exact thing, but it might be something. Making sure that you take the time to be vulnerable and to be able to share these things with others. Not keeping everything locked up in a box all by yourself, man, but being able to reach out. Being able to talk to that therapist. Being able to tell that friend that thing. Being able to pull the teacher aside and letting the teacher know what you got going on. You know, and I understand, you know, you got assignments doing, ain't gonna be no excuses, but at the end of the day, being able to communicate these things, because we're people, we're humans, and we need to be able to socialize and not keep everything built in. I know we think, oh, we're supposed to handle everything ourselves, but nah, we're social creatures for a reason. We speak the same language for a reason, so speak it and reach out when you need it. Habit number 7, normalize a therapy or support group. We need it. We can't do everything by ourselves. We can't sit by ourselves all the time, man. So reach out. Be the first one in your friend group to show everybody that it's okay. Be part of the change. Stand out. Stand out. You're not like everybody else. Be yourself. Do what need to be done. Hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We gave y'all 7 great habits to be able to manage your mental health as a college student. Let me know what y'all want to see in the comments down below, and we gonna keep coming out with it, man. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe if you got any value or like what you seen here today. And with that being said, baby, we out.